Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am the Big Puma, and I am welcoming you to NCAA 14 Road to Glory mode. Now, I haven't played an NCAA game in 3 years, 4 years, something like that. So, we're going to create our own guy here and take him through the paces. And his name, if you couldn't already tell from the title, his name is going to be Midas Well. And now it's soaked in. So, he is going to be a left end defensive player. Look how big he is. He's just jacked. I put those big elbow pads on him. I put the big neck roll and everything on him. So, now that we've created Midas Well, we're going to select our teams. We are in a Houston high school. They didn't have the city that I wanted, so we just settled for Houston because it's close enough. But our first team we're going to pick is Texas A&M. We kind of want to stay in Texas. Hopefully we can do that. And picking our second team, it is University of Texas. And then our third and final team, keeping along the lines of Texas team and somewhat decent and staying on hometown, we're going to pick the Houston Cougars. So there's our three teams. We got a lot of work ahead of us to even get close to being offered those schools, but you never know what's going to happen during a season, and we got to show these scouts in our first season as a senior what we can do and how we can, be a good asset to their team. I'm keeping it on varsity because, like I said, I haven't played a NCAA game in such a long time, and not only that, I've never played Road to Glory ever. This is my first time ever. So, spark rating, I'm not totally sure what that means, but it's a 78. Midas Well's a big dude, so I wouldn't assume his speed would be very high and all that, but his strength and everything, that should be good. So we're going into week 1. We're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Blue Jays, starting right off in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 48 seconds, and they do the little option thing, and it fools Midas Well. Now let me tell you, that play there fools him quite a bit. 3 minutes into the first quarter, trying to get by his blocker. He doesn't get the sack, but someone else does. That puts them way back. Now moving into the second quarter of this game, right at the beginning, and Midas Well is going to hit the quarterback, cause a fumble, but Jacksonville is going to pick it up and retain that fumble. Here's another angle, pushing his defender all the way back and then just getting in the quarterback's face, knocking the ball loose, and then number 65 there picks it up and gets tackled. 2 minutes into the second quarter now, coming around the left side, and he just whiffs big time, but they do get the sack, so that is good. 4th and 19, minute left, his teammate gets another sack. So the first half here, Midas Well's not doing very good. Gets around his defender, barely gets a hold of that quarterback for his first career sack as a senior here on the Houston Eagles. He shoestring tackles that quarterback, and now pushing his defender out of the way, just blasting the quarterback. Close to the end of the third quarter, he just straight up beats that quarterback, blasting him. And here we get a replay. Just squares him up and hits him. How the quarterback didn't see him coming, I don't know. But it is 17-0 in our favor. And Jackson, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about baseball. Midas Well gets a flag thrown on him, roughing the passer, which brings them close up. They end up scoring 17-7. But he blasts that quarterback in the end zone. We ended up winning that game 17-7. 2 tackles, and they were both sacks, and for loss, of course, 93 recruiting points. We have Rice Owls, the University of Louisiana Monroe, I believe that's called, the Warhawks, and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. But we want to stay here in Texas, so we choose the Rice Owls. And now we move into our second game, spinning around, again, just squaring up that quarterback. And then we are playing against the Grand Prairie Rattlers. We're going to take a look at this replay. This is his third sack in just 2 games, just demolishing that QB. So here we are getting close to the end of the first quarter, and again, fooled by that option play. He goes for the running back when the quarterback keeps it. They end up getting a first down off of that play. Now they have Midas running outside, and you just can't get away. Babcock just gets straight up blasted by Midas Well when he runs out there to the, and I'm not totally sure what that's called. Look, oh man, big hit stick, just pushing him straight down. Get out of my face. Nice shot there from Midas. Into the first quarter, pushing away his defender, and he hits that quarterback as he throws, and the ball comes loose. To me, it kind of looked like a fumble, but upon further review, we look at it, and he was in forward motion, so that is an incomplete pass. Into the third quarter now. Midas Well hasn't done much of anything, but he does crush that dude just for touching the football. Don't come into my house and try to touch footballs. Now, I don't know what the quarterback was thinking, tossing it right to his receiver in the face of Midas. Midas just catches the guy who jumps and pulls him straight down. There you go, losing 4 yards on that play. So, like I said, I haven't played Road to Glory ever before. This is my first time, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. Bam! Big sack for a loss of 5 yards there from Midas. I wanted to ask you guys a couple things. Do you just want to see Midas Well and his plays and possible failures, or do you want to see what everything happens on defense as far as a good play? If someone else gets a sack, do you want to see that? Or if the other team throws an interception, do you want to see that? So just let me know down in the comments. These are his first 2 games. He gets another roughing the passer call. They end up scoring, and I believe that one ended 17-7 as well. You see the teammates, and apparently the play of the game is this short little dinker pass that Midas Well sacks him for a couple yards lost. 4 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 of those for a loss, 106 recruiting points. We get the Baylor Bears, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes, and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Now, we want to stay in Texas. Baylor is a little better academically, so we choose Baylor. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Come on back. We'll have games 3 and 4 of his high school career.